Our question has always been,
What exactly
is
is
this
media
song
still?
This unrelated photo
identified
became associated with
Where did this snippet even come from?
One unsuspecting day in 2021, a user on What's That Song would become infamous when he posted a 17-second clip of a song he wanted to identify. This snippet would grow to the site's most popular search by an indeterminate margin. And this user, the one who'd be the catalyst for the internet's biggest chase in recent history, with his name being ingrained into everyone's minds, Carl92. Why was this song so important? And why would the internet be interested in a 17-second song clip with poor quality? Well, because it's among some of the most catchiest few seconds of music you'll ever hear, and no one knew where it came from. Immediately after posting this, Carl got a lot of questions from users about the background of this audio, where he found it, how long he had it, etc. And at first, he willingly answered, informing that this was a file he had on his drive from 1999, most likely when he was learning to capture audio. This went on for a few days as more and more people gathered around with piqued interest. Who could blame them? Everything was lining up to lead us on a short chase for a song we hoped could be found fairly soon. However, that turned out to be far from the case. As the masses of inquiries that flooded Carl's comments grew larger, the questions he received only grew to drive him away. As one day, he up and simply stopped responding or interacting to any news. He had only left us with the knowledge of him growing up in Spain and the file the song was originating from 1999. With his absence, he stated that he began starting to feel uncomfortable with answering questions pertaining to his personal life, and said verbatim, "I've lost interest in the song." We were left virtually empty-handed. What little he did respond with wasn't anything leading us in the right direction to discovering the full song or its origins. This didn't dissuade the community of people still yearning to uncover the song's true birth, so to work they went. And went, and kept on working for nearly 3 years. Throughout these years, countless artists were introduced to the public through potential leads, and many fell in love with their sound. This happened to me with Robert Lynn and Calipana, others with Osni Mello, Times2, or even Savage Garden, whose lead singer actually led us all on with periodic pseudo-cryptic messages to believe he could have written the song. The grainy vocals, the harsh audio composition, everything stopping us in our tracks from revealing the truth. But we persisted. Hundreds and hundreds of posts being made in every corner of the earth. Discord discussions, Reddit suggestions, YouTube videos, obscure forum digging, every little thing everyone tried to do to open the eyes of the unmasked singer. And it paid off. For better or worse, thousands of people came together for one collective goal. The overabundance of popularity the search was gaining brought an onslaught of trolls, and people looking for a quick cash grab on the subject hindered the search, yes. But again, we persisted. You didn't have to contribute to participate, merely watching from the sidelines and cheering on helped morale. Each person inevitably led us to finding our glorious song. And yet still, what about the middle path? To get the ball rolling, everyone knows that, as it was commonly referred to, was mentioned in Lost Media video compilations and posted onto the Lost Waves subreddit. That too sparked commotion within the brilliant minds of internet users. Slowly but surely the fandom grew. From reaching out to old 80s artists on social media, to being mentioned on French national television, the end looked in sight. And this was the year for it to happen. Handfuls of Lost Wave music were being found within the first couple of months of 2024, and EKT seemed within arm's grasp, as opposed to finding a needle in a haystack merely a year ago. Aside from the people not taking it so seriously, there were always at least a few people in the shadows keeping the hunt alive. And despite the anger and disdain of those who felt the song wasn't as good as their favorites, the greatest pioneers in Lost Media still persisted. And on a glorious Sunday morning, on the 28th of April, 2024, we reached that sweet, blissful high. The song had finally been found, located in the depths of the most unsuspecting place imaginable, from a 1986 porn movie called Angels of Paradise on X-Hamster. At long last, no matter how it took, we made it. And finally, we could rejoice, and look back with clarity on why Carl92 kept his past so hidden. He lied about it all being part of the mix. He was simply firing one out when he heard an angelic voice in the background of his graphic film playing out to him. The wanker was ashamed and thought the song had a life outside the porno and asked around online for it. The snippet he posted cuts out exactly before a moan in the video can be heard. A Reddit user compared frequencies from the original movie and Carl's sample, and they revealed that he torrented the movie from a porn site. That explains why the NTSC pilot tone, which was seldom found in Spain in 1999, was there. It was all from porn. But even with that surprise, we could not have gotten here without the false prophet. And this is only the beginning of the best. The composer was contacted and acknowledged the finding, teasing us with an eventual release. He seems like a cool dude, so don't harass him with DMs while we wait for his studio master. And to each and every one of you pirates, I'll see you all in heaven. I'm still riding that high, man.